Clam Nation? Happy Monday. Great episode. Before I get into it, patreon.com/WHGS. We just recorded the most phenomenal bonus episode. We're doing up to 4 bonus episodes a month on there, and you can donate as little as $1. It helps so much. There's 3 full-time people on this team. There's me, there's Maddie, there's Bree. It's so helpful. If you're having a good time, consider donating. If you don't have the funds, go and leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you know? Tell a friend. Write a review. AshleyGavin.com. I am going to Las Vegas, December 15th and 16th. Salt Lake City, January 19th and 20th. Boston, January 26th. And then this week, we have Kylie Vincent on the podcast. You know her from Comedy Central. She has a great solo show called Bird. We get into her first ever gay experience, which was cock-blocked, finger-blocked, clitorference made by a tampon. We'll get into that. And we also, just a trigger warning, we get into sexual assault and her recovery. So it is one of the funniest episodes, but it's also one of the most vulnerable episodes. It's so poignant. It's I dare I say brave. I know how overused that is, but Kylie is really brave on this episode, and it's just a phenomenal episode, and I absolutely loved having her. All right, listeners, leave some love in the comments. I know you guys. I don't have you and me. I know you. You've got a life. You've got your headphones in, you're jogging, you're listening at work. You're not the most chronically online person. If you could just bump up that chronically online a little bit to leave a comment, leave some positivity, let us know what you laughed at. We've been doing this a while. I've known you for 3 years now. Yeah, so just let us know what you like, because we want to keep this podcast good. We don't want to be stagnant. So go let us know what you're into. All right, you guys are the best. Bye. Listener, sleepy time, cuddle up with your queer on a Helix mattress. This episode is brought to you by Helix Mattress, the best mattress that I have ever had, because it's made custom for me via their sleep quiz. It's incredible. I love it. And right now, Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. One more time, that's helixsleep.com/gaysex. With Helix, better sleep starts now. Listener, this episode is brought to you by Tushy. Relaxing dumps are great, but dealing with the aftermath, not so much. Wiping only spreads poop around. Give yourself the ultimate clean and turn your bathroom into a personal oasis with the refreshing stream of clean water from a Hello Tushy bidet. I love my Hello Tushy. It really leaves me feeling much cleaner than traditional toilet paper. I'm so glad I made the switch over to the Hello Tushy bidet. Hello Tushy is offering our listeners an exclusive limited time offer of 15% off your first bidet order plus free shipping. Go to hellotushy.com/WHGS for 15% off all bidets. That's hellotushy.com and enter promo code WHGS at checkout. See site for details. Listener, this episode is brought to you by Babbel. If you look at search trends, an interest in learning a new language is only increasing over time. And there tends to be a bit of a spike in the fall, because that's the perfect time to pick up a new hobby, just like learning a new language. And with Babbel, you can start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Just in time to show off for the holidays. So if you're spending more time inside, try Babbel. I absolutely love it. And within a few days, I already had a few conversation pieces that I picked up off of the app. I found it super easy to use because of the conversational style of the teaching. Here's a special limited time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. Get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/WHGS. That's 55% off at babbel.com/WHGS. That's spelled BABBEL.com/WHGS. Rules and restrictions may apply.
My first gay sex story was in high school. We started making out, and it was awesome, and I was like, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna touch her vagina. I go down to start trying to finger her, and she has a tampon in. So I go, I'm not gay because it's not going up there. It's not working, so I'm not gay.
You thought God put this tampon in there to stop you from being gay.
I thought God put that tampon in there.
If I was really gay, she wouldn't be on her period.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the soundboard,
indifferent
but
about the soundboard.
No, I'm actually really not. I really love the soundboard, but the labels are so curled up
Is it maybe
that
the
I'm never able to
sounds?
get the timing
Maybe
right
we
because
need to
I have
change
to,
the
like,
sounds.
Well, you go through it.
Well, I have to like
yeah.
peel them apart to read them, and by the time I've done that, the moment
It
has
is.
passed.
I do need to relabel it. I won't lie. You like it
truly,
already.
if the labels
like
were
it
more
already.
I
accessible.
love it. I'm a kid. Wait, I'm so gonna use that. I fucking love this. Okay, why don't? Yeah, it's Maddie.
No, you're all soundboard today. That's
perfect.
all you.
Yeah, you're a youth in the
Okay.
booth. You're a young one. How old are you, Kylie?
I'm 23.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was born in 2000, so I don't even know what 9/11 is.
Well, guess what? Look out your window.
Well,
And imagine
wrong
a big
direction,
explosion.
But that way, yes. Look out that way.
Maddie's young too. That's not where it was.
Oh my God, my parents told me that when I was a kid.
Yes, let's all talk about our memories of 9/11.
Well, I actually don't have a memory of 9/11 because I also have like a tight young pussy, but I do.
I was getting pussy around 9/11. Almost.
Whoa.
A few months later,
That's probably what caused it. Honestly, it was punishment.
Tower 1 and Tower 2. Eh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize.
Two towers. Your strap-ons. Your strap-ons.
That my straps-ons.
Sorry, Maddie. Continue.
Oh, but apparently, like we were driving by some building.
Double-ended dildo. Top half Tower 1. Bottom half Tower 2.
Shitting yourself when they enter you. Tower 7 exploding with no reason.
And you get cancer from it if you survive.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And
I
it
cut
is
you
like
off.
someone who's a sub being like, it's like George Bush being like, oh my God, who did this to us? And I'm like, you were begging for this to happen.
I love George Bush.
Just clip it out of context.
I love George Bush.
What?
No.
Are you joking?
Maybe it's because I have the magic touch.
No fucking way. How did that just happen?
How the fuck did that happen?
I was really hoping it would
Okay,
happen.
wait, say I love George Bush again.
I love George Bush. George Bush be like this to me. No, I just like
Like paint you, George Bush. Paint me like one of your weird political portraits.
paint me like one of your immigrants that you hated during your presidency.
Doesn't he paint paint
Immigrants.
dogs?
No,
He paints everything poorly. Why do war criminals get to do arts and crafts?
You gotta separate artist from the art.
Wait,
okay?
that's such a
You
good
have
point.
to separate
those
the
are-
artist from the Iraq War.
Those are two different George Bushes. There's the George Bush who was president, and we don't know how he's revised. We don't know how he's changed.
Yeah.
That's what's so crazy about this shit.
And
is
now
like,
he's an artist.
if we're talking about separating the art from the artist, what George Bush has done is worse than what Picasso did.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you could,
But to be
if
fair,
you could put a cigarette out on one woman to prevent the Iraq War, you'd be a hero. It's still abuse, but it was like a million people
But
died.
even the woman would be like, all right, get it over with.
I'm an ally.
Yeah.
Wait, but also, can I separate the art from the artist if I just like George Bush and I don't like his art?
Separate the art from the artist to focus on the person. Wait, also, I meant that because Picasso put cigarettes out on women. I hope that was
Yes,
clear.
and he was sexually abusive, and I believe he had he did a lot of weird things, but his art...
That's why he painted their faces so weird, because that's what they looked like after they dated him.
Wait, also I'm triggered. What the hell?
Oh, yeah, my sister gave it to me. I think it's really funny.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Did you... For the listener at home, she's pointing out... They? She's pointing out the care and keeping of you, that American girl.
The body book for girls.
Yeah,
I remember
book.
looking at it and being like, I'm tingly.
I missed the first day of sex ed because I had a dentist appointment.
I never got any kind of, anything like that. I just had sex ed at school.
I in 5th grade when they were teaching us about pads, I was at the dentist.
It's a big one to miss.
Yeah.
Yep.
If your parents don't follow up. Did your parents follow up?
Yeah, we had very open conversations and
That's
all
good.
that.
That's good.
Yeah.
But I never got that talk from my mother.
Yeah, my mom. I came home one day and I came home from a sleepover where all the girls were doing like matching jerseys, and I put the number on mine was 69, but I had no idea what it meant. And I came home and my mom's like, "I'm gonna beat your ass for that," and I was like, "What?" And she was like, "She's like, don't you know what it means?" And I was like, "No," and she was like, "It's when two people peck each other's genitals," and I was like, ew, what? Ew, what? So I was just so grossed out. By the way my mom described everything,
Peck is
like,
crazy.
Peck is
like, that's what I imagined.
that's actually more disgusting than actually 69ing.
Yeah.
Just laying down together and giving each other a peck.
Yeah,
and
like
then
a kiss
moving
on
with
like
your
the
day.
forehead of your pussy would be so
the
weird.
forehead of your pussy. That's where the clit is. If you're straight and you're watching this, the forehead, or I guess it's the forehead, the mound.
Yeah, the forehead of the pussy is like
No
the
one
new
asked for this.
terminology for the FUPA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that an offensive term?
I think so.
Okay, sorry. Should we cut it? Is that offensive?
No.
No.
It's just like
I think
crass.
you being like, you have a FUPA, you disgusting piece of shit, that might be bad. But being like,
Right.
being
yeah.
like, I love your FUPA, that's better.
No, I would punch someone in the
mean,
face if they said
what?
that to me.
If someone said, "I love your FUPA,"
It's like
to
just
me,
because someone has a fetish doesn't mean it's a compliment. Oh, I love how fucking ugly you are. Not that FUPAs are ugly, but you know what I mean? It's like just because someone's
Well,
like,
it
no, I'm
stand-
actually like really
it
into weird looking
stands
girls. I would be
for-
like, that's still an insult.
It stands for fat upper pubic region. I'm talking about the
No,
mound.
pussy
the-
area.
who
the-
decided that?
I don't know. A man. Certainly.
No, I thought it stood
They-
for
they were
fat
like-
upper pussy area.
Yeah.
You said pubic region.
My bad.
I mean, FUPA, you know, it's all the same.
Tomato.
You literally like just disacknowledge the fact that those weren't the matching letters at all.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't have FUPA right up my sleeve. I'm sorry that I'm not using FUPA and clarifying it for people.
Actually, it's
I have a gift for you.
It's probably because
For me?
Whoa.
Is it your FUPA?
It's my FUPA. Okay. A fan made some fan art. This is some of the best fan art I've ever received.
Oh my God.
They embroidered a hat, and it was like this cool outline drawing of me and Jen. And I love when people make fan art. I do receive a lot of it of me, which is beautiful and touching, but it's also like I'm not a true narcissist. So like, you know what I mean? Like I love it, but I'm like, I can only have so many pictures of me.
Yeah.
Like if it's me, like if it captures some expression that
mean, you
means
already
a
have
lot
this
to
one.
me. Which one?
The Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, Jessica Rabbit. And that was me in the 80s.
Yeah.
God, Ashley.
Before I transitioned. But she did me and Jen, and she did one for you, and this is a beanie for you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give her the one of you and Jen.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh,
I was like, that's really
No,
nice.
don't do that. It is a woman of the plum.
shut the fuck up.
Yes,
That's
I'm gonna
so
just.
awesome.
Oh my God, whoever that
camera.
was, thank you so much.
If you are not a mega fan and you're not a Patreon, if you're not on the Patreon,
If you're not a fucking patriot,
if you're,
and you don't know that I like huge
if you're not on the Patreon,
because you're not a goddamn.
if you're not a patriot, if you're not
Oh
on
my
the Patreon,
God.
then you're not a patriot, which means you are a traitor to Bottom Nation. Okay, you are a traitor, treason. Isn't that lovely?
This is it's like so nicely made too.
I know. A woman of the plum is a like kind of.
Oh my God.
I learned the word for this. Rubenesque. A Rubenesque woman. You can Google that and you'll understand.
Wait, and Maddie, flash your smile to the camera.
There you go. Isn't it great?
It's so cute.
Thank you, fan from Houston.
I would leave it on from the episode
Wait.
but it's a little warm. But this really is incredible. Thank you.
And you'll totally wear that. You're in your beanie era.
I totally am in my beanie area.
Maddie's
Anyway, this is
version.
literally what I'm saving
Well,
for my
it's
like.
fall.
No,
it's
but like
my
it's
beanie era.
like Maddie's version. Yeah.
No, because this is where the conflation of every
Winter,
it's-
spring, summer, Maddie's beanie era.
Yeah, it's what we're losing to climate change. That's how I was gonna come. I'm like, do you not want to see me in a fucking sweater? Because it's pretty cute.
That's That's the most woman thing you've ever said on the podcast. Fall is my season and I don't want to lose it. That's why I'm going vegan, because I cannot lose fall.
I cannot. That's so funny. That's so funny.
As soon as white women realize they're losing autumn, the leaves changing, pumpkin spice, no, we have to stop this.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Could be a bit.
Yeah, to every senator, it's like, your wife is going to be pissed if she can't wear her weird riding boots and her infinity scarf and take a picture.
The
like,
riding boots. Why does that hit so hard?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, sorry, it's fall. Did you get rid of your car and get a horse? Like, it's insane.
But go on.
Oh no, I'm
Wait,
wearing
were you a
these.
horse girl at all?
I've ridden horses, but no, I was not a horse girl.
It's the bunnies. I think it gives you like a little horse girl energy.
It is a little horse girl
Horse
energy
adjacent.
for sure.
horse adjacent.
Farm animal.
I mean,
kinda
you've been in her room,
esque.
right?
Not yet.
It's the bunny's room, and Maddie is living in it.
Rabbitinfo.finance if you don't know about Maddie's.
yeah.
We have so many fun traditions, and I feel like we need to call back to them a little bit more. We've gotten so conversational, we kind of missed some of our
Yeah, I forgot
our
about
things.
rabbitinfo.finance.
Yeah,
That was huge.
rabbitinfo.finance. Go over there. It's a great website. It's Maddie's website, and I made it myself by hand.
It's really awesome.
Thanks for being here. We're in the apartment. We're having gay sex. We're having gay sex with my friend Kylie Vincent, great comedian. You've seen her on Comedy Central. She is a hit solo show, Bird.
Yes.
You can watch it.
On thecolch.com. And you probably already have, because it's
Everyone
a hit.
knows the Colch.
Everyone knows the Colch. And you've definitely seen my Comedy Central special.
Has it come out?
Oh my god.
My bad.
And I'm like, no, it did. I'm like, but it's, you know, when like, it's like 70,000 people viewed it or whatever the view is. And you're like, who are these people? Because I never get, like, they don't communicate with me. Who sat down and watched 10 minutes of me and thought, yeah, I'm not going to follow her on Instagram.
No, you're very funny. You've opened for me when I was doing my solo
Yeah.
show.
And you're
That
one of my
was
best
really
friends in the
fun.
whole goddamn world.
Yeah. I fucking
And are you queer? This is our running joke.
Are you
I'm sorry.
queer? Are you queer?
I'm sorry. This is our running joke. Every time I see Kylie, I'm not sure Kylie's in on the joke.
Or is that your husband's bandana around your neck? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
she's
actually
queer.
it's actually an OnlyFans bandana around my neck.
Oh
Thank
my
you
god.
very
Oh yeah,
much.
because you just taped for the week. Can we
Wait,
talk about
yeah.
that?
wait, you taped for OnlyFans? Because is it a lot of money?
Yeah, it's a pretty good amount.
But that's pretty sick.
Yeah, no, it was really fun. And
Where did they tape it?
it was in Atlanta at the Laughing School,
Hell yeah.
and I did all new stuff from like a month ago, psych word material.
Does it burn?
Does it burn? Like, not use it again?
Yeah.
Well, I just don't think like people are gonna watch it that
But
are
I mean, do
through
they
their
legally
platform.
own the material?
No.
Then it's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I've gotten already like messages from guys being like, "You're so funny. I love your comedy. Also, you're hot. Would you send nudes?"
Oh my god, dude.
Get him on the OnlyFans.
I was like,
You
"Well,
fully
how much?"
clothed. You
know.
in more clothing.
Yeah.
If I did an OnlyFans, it would be me in extra layers. That's how I would do it.
I feel like people would subscribe to your OnlyFans, though, even
I have
if
a
you're in extra
Patreon.
layers.
Patreon.com/WHGS.
Oh yeah, I forget that they're the same thing with the same
Less
stigma.
With well, thank you so much for being here. Go
Thank
follow
you.
Kylie. I'm Ashley Gavin, cis gay white woman, she, her pronouns. And then, as always, student. Did you ever run? You are.
Is this hot?
the hall monitor? Is this hot? No, it's not. The hall monitor to keep me from getting canceled.
Hashtag soft quitting.
Wait, let me come up with something. Teacher's pet. Have we ever done teacher's pet?
I don't know.
The hall monitor who couldn't keep me from getting canceled because she got distracted by a very skinny, kind of ugly boy doing a bad riff in class.
I got to type. It's Maddie Wiener, everybody.
Maddie Wiener!
Hi, I'm Maddie Wiener. I'm a comic, gender fluid, non-binary woman vibes, she, they.
Wait, I didn't get to say this part.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting to you.
I thought we just did me.
We're doing it.
Girl who doesn't know how to do a podcast.
No, we
Wait,
sort
go
of
back.
did. That's not
Go
on
back.
Go back. I did it by example. Now Maddie's doing it by example so that you can jump in.
Wait, can you explain again? Sorry. Go ahead, Maddie.
Oh, that's really it. I had a pretty killer Doug Stanhope costume for Halloween
You
last night.
certainly
You
did.
slayed that.
Thank you. Wait, I was like
Okay,
really
wait,
proud
let
of
me
it.
retake my thing. The hall monitor who couldn't keep me from getting canceled because they got distracted by a Doug Stanhope video on YouTube.
Boy, did I.
By an obscure film reference that people were talking about in the corner. There we go. Now you can... I like the idea.
See, this is such a more accurate, brutal reading of
by
me.
a rabbit meme. A rabbit meme that's actually about a movie. A rabbit acting out a scene of a movie.
If you did like a rabbit Oppenheimer, you'd get me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They could do cats, but rabbits.
I actually like cats but rabbits. Re-release the entire thing. Change the CGI.
Taylor Swift, James Corden, they're still on there.
It's the same movie. They just go in and
Just
they
rabbits.
just take the ears and make them longer.
James Corden's not on the air anymore, right?
I think he's done.
Okay, so I'm not shooting myself in the foot for a chance
Yeah.
at late night. That movie's insane.
Also, a chance at late night. A
Yeah.
chance at what?
That would
Sorry,
be that'd
No,
be,
I am still gonna go for. I'm gonna submit to late night.
Great.
That
And I'm
would be
looking so
really-
forward to the 200 people who follow you from it.
Isn't that fucked?
Fuck everybody.
It's insane.
Wait, but that would be really good for your career.
You will get more followers off of this episode. If you are not following Maddie yet, I want to prove a point. Go follow Maddie from this
Yes.
episode alone, and we will destroy.
And if you're watching, I'd love to do your show.
And then
Yeah,
comment.
we love you, and we love that you continue to abuse your workers, and yet you...
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
you-
Cut.
Nope.
I
and
really
you-
want to do the show.
No.
I'm actually literally submitting this month to do
Great,
the
so
show.
bleep it, and no one will know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Bro,
And then wait.
You're not saying it, Maddie. I'm saying it. Maddie would absolutely love to be in your unsafe work environment and get 175 followers from it.
Wait, also go and comment on Maddie's recent photo and comment if you have ever in your life watched late night.
Yes. Yeah, go to Maddie's first comment and let us know the first photo and let us know the last time you in entirety sat down and watched a full episode of one of the Jimmys or the Johnnies or the whatevers. And
I don't even watch full episode, but there's some great fucking there are great stand-up sets that have happened on late night.
yes, there are.
There
And-
are classics.
And if you've sat...
Jimmy Dore and Rory Scovel on Conan,
They don't know-
suck my fucking dick.
They don't know who those people are.
Yeah.
Well, get it together, bitch, because they're funny.
They're not
Go
gonna.
watch them.
Go, and I have...
No, don't give up hope on them. Watch Jimmy Dore and Rory Scovel. I'm not asking them to watch fucking Bill Burr. You're like, oh, they're not going to be into it. Rory Scovel is Bo Burnham adjacent in terms of like they won't find him to be like too...
Oh, I see what you're
Okay,
saying.
the crazy-
My point is, if you have watched the first 55 minutes of Late Night to then sit through the last 4.5 minutes of the comedy at the end, not watching it online, if you have done that, comment on Maddie's first photo. I can't wait to
Don't do
hear
that.
from two of you.
Please don't.
Okay, the crazy thing is I'm watching this unfold and you guys are both on the two sides of extreme and I really get Maddie's like, Maddie, we're so fucked up in the way that we have like the need to do like check those boxes of like classic stand-up stuff. But then I'm listening to Ashley and I'm like, God, they're both making really good points.
It would be personally
People
so
could
cool,
learn a lot
though.
about Israel and Palestine from what we're doing right now, I think. This is canceled Ashley, bitch. This is what you get.
Oh,
This is real. This is real.
They could learn a lot about Israel Palestine in the sense that it's two people yelling at each other, but one of them's a millionaire.
I'm not a millionaire. I am not a crook.
You're right, Ashley doesn't receive any aid from the U.S.
That's true. But anyway.
Wait, I'm really glad we touched on Israel Palestine. I was hoping we would.
You can't do we're having
I said,
gay sex.
"Oh, we're having gay sex podcast today. What are my thoughts on Israel and Palestine?" Yeah, I'll have sex with both.
Listener, are you listening to our Patreon exclusive You're Having Gay Sex? Well, here's a sneak peek of what you missed last week.
I finally admitted to myself that I was queer, but I was still too afraid to act on it for another 2 to 3 years. After some encouragement from a friend, I finally set my Tinder to just women and started chatting up this cute roller derby butch I had found. She lived an hour away, but I drove to meet her near her place for a date.
But I was desperate after years of pent-up frustration.
I mean, at this point in the story, this person is 74, I want to point out. So let her drive an hour to get some fucking pussy. Leave her alone.
I couldn't really see at night.
There are 4 bonus episodes a month of this series, You're Having Gay Sex, on our Patreon at the $10 tier, and then 2 at the $5 tier. Patreon.com/WHGS. Oh, listener, you've had a long day of microaggressions, haven't you? Where can you really let it all go and relax? On your Helix mattress. Feel all those troubles melt away as you drift into the best sleep of your life. I'm getting the best sleep of my life on my Helix mattress. It's super comfy. And don't just take my word for it. Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired Magazine. It's even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. Worried? It's a big purchase, I know. But they offer a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out your new Helix mattress. So you don't have to stress. You're going to be taken care of. And doggone it, I love my Helix mattress. I'm getting the best sleep of my life. I certify you're going to have some good gay sleep. Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. Let's talk about gay sex. I'm going to tell a gay sex story from this week, and then I'm going to ask you, and then we're going to close with Maddie basically dodging the question. Let me go get my phone. I need it. You add whatever clarifying you think.
Yeah, you say dodging the question. I call it subverting and reinventing the medium, but whatever.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Actually, switching the narrative arc into more of a discourse-based. All right. Yeah, call it whatever you want. Dodging the question, my fucking ass.
End to that sentence. Discourse-based ...
Whatever
you want.
Wait, on the episode with Jamie, you guys asked questions that were like so...
Oh, the thoughtful questions?
Yeah.
Do you want to do a New York Times question?
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I did have like a thing for today, but we can do a New York Times question at the
No,
end.
you do whatever. You ride and I'm
Can I just
there.
say... And what'd you say?
I said, you ride and I'm there. For sure. Gonna be there.
You kind of look like a cowboy a little bit today.
I love it.
Yeah. And you know what?
Oh wait, Kylie, you didn't get to do your pronouns and everything. Because we were
is-
talking about in Israel and Palestine.
Because we're talking about the most hated topics right now. Hi, I'm Kylie Vincent, the first. I'm she, her, hers. I'm queer, but Ashley doesn't believe me. And
You're the one woman on the planet I don't think is bisexual. Every other woman on the planet, I'm like, she's gay.
Yeah, actually, for you, I'm like, I have a little mascot. You're trans, but Kylie's like, I'm sleeping with him, and you're like, I don't know.
I asked Ashley one time, because I haven't used a strap-on before, and I was like, what did I say? I was like, oh, like can you feel how tight they are with the strap on? And you were like, what?
Well, to be fair, I have not used a strap-on that many times, so I'm sure there are avid strappers out there.
Strappers, comment below.
Maybe can via friction or how hard it is to stick it in. Maybe no, but I'm not at that level.
I'm trying to imagine like if your arm was numb and you put it in like a hole in the wall, you could tell how tight it was by how long it took to pull it out.
How do you find the most virginal like view on anything?
Well, because I was trying to look at it as just like a mathematical. You know what I mean? I was trying to take the sex out of it to make it more like, to look at the pure logic of it.
Right. you having sex with a girl with a strap on? According to my studies.
Honestly, that's more me than anything. That's more me than Maddie. But
I do not believe that. Are you serious? I feel like you're one of these lesbians.
I hate you.
No, a little bit, dude.
What is your problem? I'm not like that.
You're not a hey mama, but you're like a what's going on, aunt?
You're still like a
You're adjacent.
True.
Yeah, I'll take what's going on, Aunt.
You're a good person, but you also have so much riz all the time.
That's really nice.
Yeah, you're like Riz Nation over there.
Wow. Are we updating Bottom Nation to Riz? I cannot call it Riz,
Riz
Nation.
Nation. That's when you're really that lesbian.
Yeah,
That's when you get picked up by Barstool.
I would love that. Anyway, I'm in a super dry spell. I talked on an episode with Bree about how it's not. I have only since the last time I had sex, which was with Jen, which was September 17th. I've only had sex one other time with the ballerina about a week later, and I've been sex free for a month, a little over a month.
You have sex like just the way you're describing it is like when someone like you ask someone what they want to be when they grow up. It's like a ballerina, a firefighter, a police officer, a teacher, and you're like, yeah, that was my January.
Well, that's kind of what we're gonna go over. So I was in my Discord. We have a great Discord online. There's like probably 8,000 queer people in it, allies. It's such a sweet environment. I've mentioned this on my other podcast. A young trans man was like learning how to shave for the first time, and he went into our Discord, and a cis straight guy actually taught him how to shave. People have met girlfriends. People have made friends in here. It's really wonderful. It's like if you're feeling in an isolated place, like we have someone from Siberia who connects with people from, in our Discord. It's really a wonderful place. And I was in there the other night, and we were chatting, and we started to make a map of all of the places that I've had sex, because what I was doing. Yep.
I did not know this is where it was going. She's like, this beautiful queer community I've built. I have now put pins around.
We've built because we have a wonderful moderator.
We've built it, and together we, as a community, have made a map of everywhere I have gotten pussy.
We have a wonderful moderator.
This is serial killer shit.
No, it's not. We have a wonderful moderator named Abby, and Jess was the moderator before, and they did such a good job. There are so many people who contribute to maintaining this environment because I'm not in there all the time. But
clearly you're in wherever the fucking whatever coordinates those are.
We did every state that I've had sex because I was going through
This is insane.
I'm sorry. I was trying to
if we're talking about having a new Wild West era of the pod, I will speak my mind. This is fucking insane.
Can you listen to my explanation, please?
Sure.
Don't cancel me. Okay, hall monitor. Where were you a few weeks ago when I needed you? Okay. But now, oh, la-di-da-di-dee-doo, look at all the states that you've had sex in.
You put it in like an app.
It's not an app. I didn't make this. My fans made this. The Discord people.
That's crazier.
Can you listen?
Wait, how did they know?
Here's why.
Because they're the ones she fucked.
No. Those are bits.
Yeah, so a VIP pass to Ashley's show, you get to fuck her.
Okay, so I was trying to remember the last time I had sex, so I had to go through all the locations I've been in to stimulate my memory about whether or not I had sex there. So I was like, I was thinking out loud, and I was like, I didn't have sex in Albany. I didn't have sex in Northampton. I didn't have sex in a box. I don't like green eggs and ham. Okay? That's what I was doing. So then someone was like, this is crazy. Have you had sex here? And I was like, yeah. And then we made a map and someone turned it into an electoral college map. And I have to share this. If this is
really
not
funny.
That's
Obama,
actually awesome.
if this is not Obama 2008, I don't know what is.
Wait, so what is what?
All the blue is places I've had sex. And do the blues align mostly with
What
the
is
politics?
a light blue?
They
Like
were
you
just- it was
fucked
just-
up and it was only bi
it was
girls?
just-
Dark blue is full lesbians?
No, then the whole thing would be light
Couldn't
blue.
get it up,
but
light blue.
No, it's just a bit. I did have sex in those places. I won them. But is this not so reminiscent of actual politics other than Utah and Colorado, which is devastating that I haven't had sex in Colorado. It's pretty representative.
But post-cancellation, wouldn't you
In the
say...
Rust Belt.
Post-cancellation, wouldn't you say it flips now? So...
I am hoping to open up some of those red states now with my new party, yes.
I'm really excited for your Brokeback Mountain era.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna do some rodeo, and then I'm gonna fuck some Republicans.
Yeah, just go to a state where they're on opiates. They didn't hear what you said.
They didn't hear what you said.
Anyway, would you guys like to hear?
It's so bad.
So
in
here's
this country.
It's so bad. Would you guys like to hear a little bit about these states and get this? I'm considering this the recap.
Your face.
I immediately was like, what? Like,
Just like how the sex was.
yeah.
I'm gonna just do a recap of the
Do
places
you know
I've had
how
sex.
many people you've like? Do you count?
I have a list. You don't have a
That's
list?
what I'm saying, like serial killer shit.
No, I try to forget.
You guys are just virgins.
No, I'm not a virgin. I'm not a virgin because I don't have a. No,
You're slut shaming me. You're slut shaming me.
I'm not slut shaming.
Yes,
Maybe
you
I'm
are.
autism shaming you. I'm not slut shaming you.
Jen has a list of the people.
Thank you, Alex. It is
A lot of people have a
I
list
can
of the
tell
people
you-
they've hooked up.
I
with.
can tell
not
you.
that they've coded into a website.
I didn't make a website.
Wait, actually,
Maddie-
I'm not insane, right?
I'm not.
Am I being gaslit right now?
I'm not slut shaming you, but
Are
I
you actually
am
upset?
shaming you for.
I am a tiny bit upset, and I'll tell you why. Because I didn't make a website. I was joking about this in a thread. I have a podcast about my sexual experiences, and people made this funny map as a joke
I'm
about
sorry,
it.
I was fucking with you.
Well, I took it personally.
Wait, can I tell you what I'm shaming you for though? I'm not slut shaming you. I'm shaming you that you like. They were all so good that you wanted to remember them. I want to forget.
They weren't
everyone I
all
slept
that
with.
good. But I do have a list.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No, don't pull back. This is
I just refuse
Maddie,
to believe that I'm
this
a
is-
virgin because I don't have a list and
fine. You're not a virgin. You're a sapiosexual. I don't know what's worse.
Maddie, you're not a virgin. You're trans.
No, but you and I are just so different.
we are.
By the way, I used to be like you. There was a day.
What happened?
I went through a really rough breakup.
The rebound is still happening.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Okay, so here are some notable moments from the 18 U.S. territories that I have had sex in.
Okay.
Territories.
I've had
Dominican
sex in
Republic.
Hawaii, and that's not on there.
Yeah, your hinge says like not valid in like Puerto Rico and Guam. Like it's a McDonald's special limited time toy. Okay, may vary by location.
Can I be real for a moment? Those little moments of disagreement, I actually think they're really funny.
Okay,
Don't
me too.
let them actually make you
Okay, I thought you were
uncomfortable.
actually upset.
No. Everything's
Okay.
good. And I think they're good for the pod.
Okay, cool.
All right. So here we go.
I love
God,
you guys.
so gay.
This is
The rawness. We need the rawness.
feels like my parents.
New England. I've had sex in Maine. Great episode about getting fingered on a beach in the Guerra era about that. Obviously, Massachusetts. I lived there for a number of years, and Jen is from there, so I've had a lot of sex in Massachusetts. That's where I discovered tribbing. That's where I discovered ass eating. Great times in Massachusetts. New Hampshire. Went to my girlfriend's, at the time's family home in New Hampshire. Did some fingering as well there. Okay? Vermont.
in Massachusetts, discovered eating ass, Dunkin' Donuts.
Obviously, New York,
Yeah.
born and raised, Big Apple, gotta eat it. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is where I went to school, so that's really where I was having my first great gay sex. Oh, my first sex story also ever happened in New York, and that episode I think is the TikTok ban episode with Jen from the Guerra era, only audio, not on YouTube. New Jersey. I don't know that I told this story on the pod, but I have fucked in New Jersey. DC, Katie Rosenthal. Epic moment in Ashley Gavin lore. That's the Katie Rosenthal TikTok video. That's a great one.
Oh, yeah. Let me go through my index of your TikTok videos referencing.
That one went really viral.
Oh my God, no way from the TikTok video? Oh my God, fuck.
People at home are doing this. North Carolina, I hooked up with a nice girl with a big booty after my show in Charlotte. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's where we were.
Do you say booty, like, to them?
No.
You
Nobody got
don't
that
say
from
you
Alex.
have a big booty?
I'd be like, you have a really nice butt.
What
Sorry,
about ass?
If I were like in the moment, like sexually.
Yep.
Yeah, I might.
And what
Okay.
else about this girl from North Carolina with a fat ass? Like, was she cool or? She sounds like really cool.
Actually, Maddie is not a virgin anymore. We went back to North Carolina to take her virginity in her homeland.
I did lose my virginity in North Carolina.
That makes sense.
I mean, that's where I was
I
living.
mean, yeah, that makes sense because you were living there, yeah.
Yeah.
Georgia, this is where I hooked up with the girl with the guns. She pulled a knife on me. One of episode number 1. That's a great one.
Oh my God.
Florida, Tampa threesome. Shout out. Also, maybe Jen in
shout out.
Disney World. Not clear. Virginia.
I have qualms with this list. I don't think you can count bringing Jen a place and banging her.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
a
you
good
can count
point.
that as a state entry.
That's
I think
really
that's
rude,
fucked up.
Alex.
That's kind of fucked
Jen
up.
doesn't count.
That sounds like gerrymandering to me.
That was great. We got to.
Oh, I forgot about this.
I've been saying to Alex,
Damn it.
let's get you more on the pod. That was beautiful, Alex. Well done.
Has Alex had gay sex?
No.
Virginia, I hooked up. This is the episode.
Just you and
with
me, two straight dudes, dude.
What?
July or August 2022 episode, pre-Maddie, me, Bree, Georgia, talking about the non-binary person I hooked up with in Virginia. Illinois, me and Jen, I'm sorry. Indiana,
Oh, legitimately, how long has this been going on for?
I'm almost done. You want me to?
Wait.
Okay, I'll stop.
Wait,
No, please
Ash,
finish.
why don't you just do the states you haven't fucked in?
There's more of those, though. But I could just list them.
Okay. We should make you like a Betsy Ross American flag with just the just the states you fucked in.
Listener, I'm begging you. Quilt us a flag, a Bottom Nation flag with the states I've had sex in to put up on the wall. I will put it up there. I will recoup the money that you pay for, that you put into it. DM me if this is you. I want this. Indiana. Brought a girl to Indiana. By the way, here's a moment you're going to be happy I'm doing this. I spoke to her last night.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna be happy because.
Did you know that she has a little crush on you?
Shut the fuck up.
I interrogated her about it. It is verified.
No way,
Yeah.
Is she super cute?
dude.
Bro.
Wait, does she mind me talking about this in the podcast? Because I don't. If you're listening, I'm not trying to objectify you.
Stupid
But
hot.
she's gorgeous and really cool and really smart and really funny.
Maddie, get
She's like really cool,
on
actually.
that.
Actually, we hung out and I was like, she's really fucking cool.
I know. While I was getting canceled on stage, you were flirting with the... The two of them heard the screaming and were like, sounds like Ashley, and then just kept talking.
We literally were backstage looking at YouTube video.
Do you guys ever say it, stuff like that and you're like, wow, I am like just the rest of the guys in comedy? I'm getting canceled on stage. She's feeling her titties backstage.
this? The green room with Paul Provenza?
Going west, Washington, where I met that girl. Great sex. California, obviously, so much sex I can't even get into it.
Obviously.
Utah, me and Jen. Texas, a girl at Moon Tower. There's the list. God bless
Damn.
America.
Yes.
Bottom Nation, I am your top, and I vow that I will get to every state. I will finger in every state. We will smoke
And
them out if we
you
have
go
to.
into Denny's, you should like ask for the veterans discount.
That's my gay sex from this week. Relaxing dumps are great, but dealing with the aftermath? Oh, not so much. Wiping only spreads poop around. Give yourself the ultimate clean and turn your bathroom into a personal oasis with the refreshing stream of clean water from a Hello Tushy bidet. Now listen, I was skeptical going in, but the Hello Tushy bidet has changed the way I clean my bum. I will never go back to regular toilet paper. First of all, I just feel cleaner, which makes me feel more open during my intimate moments. Second of all, I'm a sustainable little queer. I like knowing I'm not wasting paper. And thirdly, Hello Tushy is easy to use. It attaches to your existing toilet, transforming it into a personal sanctuary. The patented self-cleaning smart spray and buildup resistant design helps to minimize grime, buildup, and it even has antimicrobial knobs, making your weekly cleaning chore a whole lot easier. Hello Tushy is offering our listeners an exclusive limited time offer of 15% off your first bidet order, plus free shipping. Go to hellotushy.com/WHGS for 15% off all bidets. That's hellotushy.com and enter promo code WHGS at checkout. See site for details. Listener, I know you're trying to impress a girlie. Well, let me tell you this. Did you know that only 1 in 5 Americans, know how to speak another language? Only 22% of Americans speak a language other than English at home. Start learning a new language this fall and be the exception, not the rule. And convince that new little queer that you got a crush on that you're a smarty pants. Because with Babbel, you start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Babbel is designed by real people for real conversations. All of Babbel's tips and tools for learning a new language are approachable, accessible, rooted in real-life situations, and delivered with conversation-based teaching. That is my absolute favorite part about Babbel. I struggled with language class in school, but Babbel's conversational approach made it really easy for me to take what I was learning and use it outside in the real world quickly, like when I was on vacation. And boy, oh boy, did I impress Jen. And don't just take my word for it. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and others continue to prove that Babbel is better. For instance, one study found that using Babbel for 15 hours total is equivalent to a full semester at college. Here's a special limited time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. Get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/WHGS. That's 55% off at babbel.com/WHGS. That's spelled BABBEL.com/WHGX. Rules and restrictions may apply. Kylie, did you have gay sex this week?
I didn't have gay sex this week. I'm kind of in this this place in my life where everyone disgusts me. But
People at home.
yes, I feel that. But I haven't dated a guy for like half a year. I've only dated girls.
Yeah.
And my first gay sex story was in high school. It was with one of my best friends that
Taking notes?
I'm literally so attracted to. And now she's like a full-on lesbian with a girlfriend. And I'm like, no! Because like, you know, back then you're like, hee hee hee. And I didn't do anything about it. And then one night we had a sleepover, school night.
Can I just say, sleepovers are the one thing that makes... I am sad that kids get to come out now and they are celebrated.
Yeah.
Because it really takes the heat out of a sleepover.
Oh, that's such a good point.
Oh,
Wait, such a good
the
point.
sleepover with all the girls and the secrecy of it.
Well, and you
so
can,
hot.
And you can spend so many years just saying it was for fun. So you're basically just like hooking up in front of your parents' nose. Or just me, maybe. I don't know.
I was hiding it, but I think you're different than I am because I'm so clearly gay, whereas I feel like you could lie and get away with it and be like, oh, I'm just practicing with my friends,
You're like,
this, that, and the other.
I'm so clearly gay and you're so clearly not gay.
No, that's not what I mean at all, but like you're very straight. You could be straight passing, not in this outfit, but back then, you know what I mean? And it's different. It's
True.
different for straight passing people. It's a different experience. There's lots of erasure. There's lots of other problems.
Yeah.
But I always felt like I couldn't.
Well, do you think I'm straight passing?
No.
It's ironic because
Once you start talking, Maddie, no.
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
man.
I think the hair.
Oh my god, the
Do
other
you
night a
want to
guy.
be straight passing?
Well,
I
no,
can't even tell what you're.
No, I don't even know. I was just curious.
The comedy part of you wants to be straight
little
passing.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other
But
night.
that's what's so great about you, Maddie. That's why people love you. Why do you want this other thing?
Thanks.
It's not who you are.
No, I don't actually want it, but it just.
I know you do deep down. I know what your insecurities are.
Well, this is a perfect. Wait, sorry, I don't mean to cut off your story, but this does remind me. The other night, a guy called me hot. He was like, "You look like really hot recently," and I was like, "Oh, thanks, dude." And he goes, "No." He goes, "Stop what the voice ruined it." I was like, "Fuck."
Thanks, dude.
That literally is my like exact MO. Is I like got all dressed up, my tits are out, like my hair looks good, and the guy was like, "You're hot," and I was like, "Thank you so much, brother. That means the world."
Yeah, I got catcalled last night and I said, "Thanks, man." And I was like, that's ought to stop it somehow. Like, they were not they wanted me to be scared, but instead I went,
Right.
"Thanks, man."
Right. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, brother. Well, also, I only lived with my mom, who's a single mom, and she, like, was gone a lot at her boyfriend's, and kind of, like, we had, like, a roommate relationship. So, like, also one time when I was in the kitchen, we were making separate meals because I was vegetarian, and she thought it was, like, such bullshit. She was like, "I'm not eating tofu." That's not how my mom talks. But I went up to her when I was like 16 and I was like, "I think I'm gonna dip my toes into the lady pond." And she goes, "Okay." And I was like, "All right." And that was it.
What I'm learning from you is not that you are bisexual or pansexual. What I'm learning is you have an abusive parent.
Yes. Wait, how did you get it from just that? Oh my God, have you seen Bird? Everyone's been watching it on thecoach.com. But my friend Olivia slept over and we started making out and it was awesome. And I was like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to touch her vagina. And I go down to start trying to finger her. And she has a tampon in. So I go, in my head, I'm like, okay, so I'm not gay because it's not going up there. It's not working, so I'm not gay.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I just stopped. And I was
Didn't
like,
you feel the tampon? Also, the length that our human minds will go to deny our sexualities
yeah.
is so...
Oh my god, I was like, women are inherently more sexualized in the media, so I'm sure if men were portrayed the same way, I would be masturbating to men instead of women. Even though I've come to a man maybe 2 times in my life,
Yeah.
and I had to be in love with him first. Like, what? Yeah, it's insane.
I knew it was a tampon, and I still was like,
You thought God put this tampon in there to stop you from being gay.
yeah, I thought God put that tampon in there.
If I was really gay, she wouldn't be on her period.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, the one moment I have the balls to stick my little 16-year-old fingers up a girl, I'm just like, oh, it's not meant to be, it won't be.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just touch her clit? Or was there
Well-
not enough sex ed for you to even, like, think to do that?
Yeah, I guess the thing is, like, I didn't really know where it was at the time, probably.
You weren't touching yourself?
No, dude, I didn't come or masturbate until I was like 19.
Yo,
But
what?
I started having sex when I was 14.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, brother. Yeah. Was not coming at all.
That was the what's going on ant in me, just by the way, that moment.
Yeah.
Was that what you called me? What's going on, ant?
That's what
Me,
Maddie
actually,
called you.
but sure.
Oh.
No, I actually said the really creative thing. You totally
Yeah.
didn't attribute to me at all.
Yes, so
I'm sorry, man. No, I'm sorry.
Get no respect.
Denying
That's I'm not the hall monitor. I'm Rodney Dangerfield.
denying you a bit is too far. Saying that you're
Yeah.
a man, calling you a virgin over and over again, those are justifiable. But
Do you think I'm
attributing
Seth Rogen? You're like, you're a man, you're a virgin, but goddamn, you're funny.
I was trying to hug you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
I just thought I was towering over
I was
you.
wondering why you were doing that. I was like, wow, they have a dynamic where Ashley stands up to scare Maddie.
Yeah, I really didn't know what it was.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like that tracks.
Yeah.
Do I not know who I am?
I think about that all the time.
All right, anyway.
It's just such a big question for anyone.
So
In the middle of a riff. Sorry, hey, where's my center?
oh God, I'm having a mind-body connection problem. What I was gonna say, and this is quite sincere, is when you don't know. I think there's a lot of reasons. I feel like lesbians and queer women or AFAB people dealing with their gender, dealing with their sexuality, is linked to dealing with their own pleasure. If you don't know your own body, if you don't understand how you work, of course there's going to be a delayed onset of understanding things like desire.
It wasn't that loud. Sorry, I was farting.
Oh, you were farting?
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought it'd be a really funny.
But do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you maybe
Alex is writing down. He's gonna cut that.
Well, I feel like for me, it's like I am a survivor of sexual abuse, and I didn't like anything that had to do with like just like me and like my pleasure because it was overstimulating. But I was like, oh, I'll just like do like with men, it's like I just have sex with them and then like they would come and whatever. And then with women, I would just pleasure them because I was like, I kind of didn't want to do anything to me. But I think that was a part of like my sexuality for sure, of just like coming to even liking sex with anyone, like boys, girls, anyone.
Yeah, how did you work? May I ask you how you worked through that?
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because it was like really traumatizing every time I masturbated because it just felt so overstimulating to me and it felt scary. And I don't think I like ever had sex with someone that made me feel super safe until I was like in a long-term relationship when I was 19. And that person made me feel like comfortable and safe. So I was able to like explore myself with just that one person that knew me very well. And then coming out of that, I was like, you know, going to therapy and in like sexual assault survivor groups and stuff. And I just was like, I think in a way, I am like repulsed by what was done to me. So I get like disgusted by myself. And I'm like, I'm trying to like still work through like, no, I deserve pleasure as like, no matter what happened to me, like I am deserving of that. Because I think my body has told me like, this is bad because the first sexual experience I ever went through was something that was wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like a constant work in progress. But now I feel like really comfortable with, I advocate more for myself now too. Like I was so the type of person to just like, if someone wanted to have sex with me, it's like, I was like, well, I don't want to say no because it'd be awkward. So I would just like do it. But now I'm just like straight
A
up.
surprisingly common thing that women do.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, my upbringing had a lot of problems, but one of the things my mother was very good at was teaching me to advocate for myself. So the idea of someone not rejecting sex due to the discomfort of the rejection is very foreign to me, but I know how.
I've been in that situation though, and I think the time I got assaulted was sort of like that. And it's like, and like, not to compare it or like, you know what I mean? But like, it was a quote unquote, like not as serious. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't caveat it, but I felt a similar thing where it was like, I felt so divorced from my own sexuality because every time I got aroused, I thought of that thing, like the mind-body connection, that thing. Or like every time I thought of that thing, I got aroused and I hated that. And so I would just like not masturbate, not do anything,
From your assault?
Yeah, because it still physically like is sending the
I've had a similar thing.
signal.
I'm glad you're talking about that because that's like one of the most taboo things that almost like most survivors have.
Yeah.
And I like was talking to my therapist about this as well, of just like, it makes me feel like so much shame and guilt. But it's like, it's just like your body has like imprints on it where it's like, unfortunately, you just have to like accept and be gentle about it.
Yeah, you have nerve endings down there. There's
Yeah.
nothing to be like. It's a reminder. It's like a literal physical thing. Like
Yeah.
it's not.
And also, my dad is really hot.
What about your dad?
Hey, Dad, just got home from preschool.
Oh my God.
That was really funny. But I think, I think what I'm trying to say is, from someone. Well, there's two things happening here. The first thing is, advocating for yourself is not just a way to advocate for yourself, but the other person. And obviously there's different levels here. There's a person where you feel uncomfortable saying no, and if you said no, they would backtrack right away. And then there are people who might be like, oh, come on. And obviously those are different things. And then we go, you don't know what the reaction's going to be.
It could get violent.
They could get violent.
Yeah.
There's so many scenarios here. But let's take a more peaceful scenario as an example. Advocating for yourself also helps the other person. If there's a person you know, if it's a person you generally feel safe with, and you don't want to make them uncomfortable, make them uncomfortable. It is better for them than the alternative.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they might be like, I wouldn't want to cross your boundaries, but I didn't know.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
just better
Well,
to
most men aren't like taught to like ask or like even.
Right.
I have a joke where I'm like, men are so crazy because when they get accused of being like assaulting a woman, they're just like, but her body was saying yes. Her body language was crazy. And like, we're literally like, this.
Yes.
Like, they just are so stupid.
I guess I'm not trying to victim shame. I'm purely trying to say it is always better to add, minus violence and abuse.
Yeah.
It is always better to advocate for yourself.
And there's been times now where I get a bad vibe from someone on the train or a guy's being weird and I have this gut feeling and I go, should I act on it? And now I go, yeah. Because I know what happens when I don't.
Yeah.
And now it almost was like.
What a takeaway.
It almost was like a vaccine or something where I was like,
Yes.
I got a little bit of like, now when I trust my gut, I think about what happened and I'm like, fucking trust your gut because you don't need to rationalize it. You know when you know.
That is such a great, and it kind of goes back to what you were saying. Like, you had a positive sexual experience that, along with therapy, like helped you start to be like, oh, these are, same part of my body, same physical sensation. These are different things, and it's helping you recover. I do think like people, when we have horrible things happen to us, we can recede.
Yeah.
And actually what you need to do is, when you're ready and it's a safe environment, is actually confront those things and have those experiences.
It's crazy too because it feels like when someone's parents get divorced and they're like, it's not your fault. And like, as a kid, you're like, yeah, of course it's not my fucking fault. Like, if you're self-aware enough. And I feel that same way with like being assaulted, of like, my dad was my perpetrator. And I was like, obviously.
You may have mentioned that.
Yeah, no, the other riff was just a joke. I like know logically it's not my fault at all, but my body still feels like shame and guilt.
Yes, yeah.
And so that was something interesting for me to discover this year as well, because it's like, I thought I was like, I have so much self-love for myself. I'm so confident, and like, I don't have like normal girl problems where I look in the mirror and I'm like, ugh, I hate this. I literally am like secretly hating myself just for like carrying all this guilt with me.
Yeah.
And so I think that's good that like to acknowledge that you still have it. And I think in a way we'll always like be working through that. But just like, I have to be so much more gentle to myself. I feel like you both would probably be really hard on yourselves about things too.
Yeah, I think
Where are
we're-
you pulling
we're
that
probably
from?
Pretty similar.
Just like personality traits, conversations we've
Yeah.
had.
I'm incredibly hard on myself.
Yeah. I think like a lot of my friends, the people I surround myself with are, especially like comedy. But also like you guys are so hardworking and like motivated. And sometimes I feel like that gets conflated with like, for me, it's like if I spend a night at home off of comedy, I'm like, you're such a fucking lazy piece of shit. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
we actually like need breaks and stuff.
Yeah, and I think I generally have a pretty good relationship with comedy now, but there is something to like wanting to do so well that you like prove your own self-hatred wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know for me, like, I reached a point with this business where I finally started taking the heat off of myself
Yeah.
right before the cancellation. Mine's so stupid because it's not about sexual assault. It's a different thing. But yeah, we're just needlessly hard on ourselves.
Yeah. I think also, yeah, especially being women. I mean, we've talked about this with the stuff that you went through this year. It's like everyone else puts so much pressure on us as well and expects us to be like, especially in this industry of like, there's not a lot of us. So it's like, you be the perfect version of a woman as like representatives
Yeah.
of women.
Oh, I mean, I feel as being
Yeah.
a representative. I mean, I got DMs that were like, basically, and I'm paraphrasing them, but like, you're not gay. Like, we don't want you in our community.
That's,
And I was like,
Jesus.
this is
I just,
that's such an insane thing to like. Would you say that to a gay accountant? Would you say that to a gay, maybe a gay teacher? But like why?
Yeah.
Why am I held to some standard of humanity to be a part of your community?
yeah.
You know, like. Meanwhile, like Lucas gets DMs and videos from my fans being like, you're an incredible ally. And they like post about it online. And I love Lucas. I love Lucas. And I do think he's an incredible ally. But man, that bar,
That's so
that
funny.
Yeah.
bar is low.
When I was with him last night, he was like, look, I know people think of me as a guy who like fucks models on like a pile of cash, like totally sincerely. I was like, I had to stop him. I was like, Lucas, no one's thinking that.
We're just thinking about you on your pile of cash.
we were near we went to Cubbyhole last
Actually, if
night.
anything, I think he fucks cash on a pile of models.
We love you, Lucas.
Love you, Lucas.
Love you, Lucas.
But anyway, somehow we'll edit this together. Thank you, Kylie.
I'm
Kylie,
sorry.
that was really thoughtful. And I know
Oh.
a lot of people are really going to identify with this, and thank you for saying it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
that I got a chance to talk about
And
it.
to talk about it with humor as well, I think is also going to make it really accessible for a lot of people.
You're just like legit one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. Like sincerely, I think
Your sexual
so.
assault is awesome.
That's dope that you were assaulted.
It's rad how you handled it all.
No, but I meant the
I'm
whole
sorry.
episode. I mean, that was really funny. But I mean,
yeah.
but just legitimately, like, people should follow you, and you're so fucking brilliant. And like,
Ugh.
I think the world of you, dude.
Thank you.
should fuck
I love you. Honestly, maybe I would, but not right now, Ashley.
Okay,
Why are you guys
sorry.
whispering?
You guys are
Ashley wants us
politely-
to fuck right now.
Okay, and you guys are politely saying no. And I'm gonna need you to really amp up the volume on that for me to understand.
Oh God.
On why me and Maddie wouldn't have sex? I feel like I'd have sex with Maddie, but Maddie's like a really good friend of mine at this point, so I wouldn't want to mess that up.
That's how I feel too.
All right, I'll get my friend in. Maddie, did you have gay sex this week?
Oh, are we still going? Oh, shit. No, I didn't.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you have sex with me, Ashley?
Because we're buds.
Yeah, but
I don't do the sex with comics thing.
yeah, but what about my personality do you not like?
Because there's no way it's the way that I look.
Honestly, yeah.
Just fuck already.
Respectfully, she's passed at the cellar, and I can't risk that.
Sure.
Just kidding. Her friendship is way more important than me.
Yeah.
Maddie's the bomb.
I love you, dude. Love
You would have sex with me?
I think I would be like.
Let me ask you this: would you go to Wyoming?
I would go to Wyoming. That's so good. I think I'm scared.
So
I think I would.
Yeah, I'm great at a
have
long
s-
callback.
I think I'd have sex with you, but I think I'd be like scared, not like in like a unsafe way, but like, what the heck, you know?
I'd have sex with you, but I'd have to top you.
I'd probably let you.
Wow.
If you do it in Ohio. All right. I think this is a good place to stop.
God, we should end immediately. No, I love you guys. Thank you for having
And
me.
everyone in
Love you.
North
Thanks for coming
Dakota, feel free to slide into my DMs. I've got a lot of bonus. I don't know why it's... North Dakota gave me a hard no. A clear and enthusiastic yes is the only consent, and cutting off the music, that's a no. All right, goodbye. Should we jump into bonus right away? Plug your stuff. What's your handle?
Kylie Vincent the First on Instagram and TikTok. I have a Comedy Central out and a special called Bird on theculch.com.
And eventually that might be out elsewhere where they can find it.
Yeah, probably on YouTube for free soon. As well as I'm dropping a Southeast tour soon.
And is there a way that people can keep up to date with your tickets?
Oh yeah, you click the link in my bio and you can put your little number right in there.
And whose idea was that? Maddie, do you want to plug any? I don't get any credit for this shit.
Oh, sorry. Beacons I stole off of Ashley.
I'm messing around, although I do want the credit. Maddie.
I'm Maddie T. Wiener on Instagram. I got stand-up on there. I got tour dates. There's a link to sign up for alerts for that in my link tree. And I have a podcast called Phone is in the Bag with my bud Kenyon Adamczyk. It's a comedy podcast. It's a good time. And I'm on the road. Come see me.
The amount of podcast listeners that I've had recently say they didn't know I was in their city is astonishing. It's wrong. And again, treacherous. If you are a true member of Bottom Nation, you are a citizen. And your passport is giving me your phone number. So go to whatever you were just doing.
We're soldiering for you.
Yeah. Go to ashleygavin.com. We should buy bottomnation.com. Ashleygavin.com. Put in your phone number and I'll text you. And I built it myself. I don't sell the data. Women in STEM, you sexist piece of shit. If you don't give me your phone number, you think that women are bad at math and that they can't drive.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
Perfect fart. Thank you.
Maddie's been farting into the mic. Note to self, the red mic is always Maddie's mic. Thanks for listening, guys. Patreon.com/WHGS to listen to that incredible bonus episode with me and Kylie Vincent. And we talk with Maddie about their gender, and it gets very emotional. It's very beautiful. Yeah, patreon.com/WHGS, only $1 a month. Come and see me on tour. Doodly-doo. Gay thought. Hey, Pierce, you have any gay thoughts lately? Do you want to come sit on the couch? You will be on YouTube. Okay. This is Pierce. We're going to share the microphone. Or you can grab the orange one. This is Pierce. You're the social media editor.
I am indeed.
You are the viral sensation.
That's the dream.
You're also my dad.
I'm in my Eagles gear today. Yeah, go Birds.
All right, get the fuck out of here.
I'm going. That's the least gay thought I could have said,
Yeah.
actually.
So what, you saw Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I saw Rocky Horror Picture Show for for the first time ever. I'd like heard a lot about it and I'd seen a lot of scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'd never like watched it in its entirety.
And how did it make you feel?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's great,
Like
right?
it made me feel very gay, for sure. But it was an awesome, like there were so many things that you do while you watch the movie. My roommate like knows all of the things.
Yeah.
Like there are things that you scream out and like,
Yeah.
every time they say, I forget the girl's
It
name.
is like a drag show.
Yeah, no.
Say slut.
Yeah, you go slut. Everybody goes slut every time they say her name. And I'm like, how does everybody know how to do this? Like, I need like a full docket of things that I have to say.
Yeah. They need a
absurd.
pamphlet. You know, I have a photo from the set of Rocky Horror.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see it live.
Yeah, but from the movie set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We used to talk about Tim Curry a lot on the pod.
He's the best.
And a lot of people, Tim Curry is like kind of their queer awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's the best. And it's weird because like I knew him from a lot of other stuff. Like
Right.
I was a big Clue fan when I was a kid.
Who's not?
Yeah, and I had just never seen this movie and I'm like, this is a different guy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
a totally different actor. in
Yeah,
this movie
he's
than in
he's
everything else
incredible.
in.
Is he queer in any way? Can we do another
Good question.
Tim Curry queer Google very quickly for our gay thought? Listener, write in about your relationship to Tim Curry and your queerness.
Yeah.
He has, at least this is according to Freshers Live.
Really?
Isn't very public about.
Not reputable.
Isn't very
Yeah.
public about his sexuality. I don't think.
All right, he's gay.
All right.
He's queer in some capacity.
That's
That's how I'm reading
yeah,
it.
he's never
Cancel me.
discussed it,
Again.
and I think it'll be something he goes to the grave with
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he hasn't said it yet.
We should have him on the pod.
Yeah.
This is your official invite to do the podcast. You do not have to define yourself. You can talk about whatever you want. We're just big fans.